Navigating the professional experience can be challenging at best, sometimes can be absolutely frustrating. Think about what you're actually there for, however. When you consider the professional experience that you have, you're going to have it in one of two ways, right? You're either going to be an employee or you're going to be an employer. The world has evolved, right? The professional experience that we have today is not the professional experience of our parents, maybe, or our grandparents especially. The world has shifted. Things have changed and changed dramatically. Throughout that change, however, one thing has not really altered, and that is the exchange of value. In the workplace, we give value and we receive a value back. We make an arrangement that is allowable to give and receive whatever it is that we choose to do. That's what the professional experience is really all about. It can be so much more. The professional experience of your grandfather's day may have been giving a day's work for a day's wage. It could have been a manual labor position or some type of profession where you go out and you actually have to give a lot of work, physical labor, in exchange for whatever they would pay you to do those things. And that's what a lot of work was. The work has shifted, though, from here to here in many aspects. As we consider our professional experience today, it's what we give from here, that's the value, right? Now that doesn't mean it doesn't involve your hands, it doesn't involve other parts of your body, like what I do right here, right now. I speak, right? I have to get it from here out, and that speaking is what gets me paid. That's what gets me money. It's to come up with ideas and then share those ideas and teach and train in those ideas in such a way that other people can find them valuable. For that, people give me money. That's how I make money. You make money in whatever ways you make money. The one thing that hasn't changed is I give value and receive a value back. That's really what it's all about. It is the exchange of value that the professional experience exists upon. Now, as an employee, what are you willing to give? Are you willing to give everything? I mean, honestly, are you willing to put everything out there as an employee every single day, even though other people are making money because of what you're doing? That's a difficult pill to swallow. As we've seen a huge rise in entrepreneurship over the last couple of decades. It's been very significant just in the time that I have been an entrepreneur. It's been very different than previous. Why? Because more people realize that they have value. They can provide that value, and other people want to pay them for that value. That's it. That's all there is to it. As an employer, you also are in the business of value. What we want to be careful of is that we don't value a human being by what they're paid. Many people take it this way. Many people believe that they're only worth what they're being paid, which is absurd. That's only one aspect of your life, right? The professional experience is only one of the four experiences that we have. And if we determine our worth on 1/4, on 25%, that's about all it should be valued internally for us. The danger, the huge danger, is when we tag a financial value and we say that financial value is equal to my personal worth. That's absurd. That never was the case, right? Our Heavenly Father values us for who we are, and we came into the world with absolutely no financial worth. And we're going to leave the world with absolutely no financial worth. We as human beings, as people, as sons and daughters of our Father in heaven, are of value. That's all it takes. In the professional experience, the value that we give is largely the value that we receive. Now, we think about people that will give their all, right? The Michael Jordans of the world. Now, Michael Jordan gave his all to basketball. And many, many other players, I'm certain, I know of him because he's famous, right? But I'm certain that many, many others gave their all. I played freshman high school basketball, and not exceptionally well, by the way. And I gave my all. I mean, for the 2 minutes that I was actually in the game, I gave my all. I just didn't have the talent that would make it all that valuable, right? So that's why I played such a limited amount of time. That's the way the world works. That's okay. What's important for me is that I gave my all. So hard, it's so difficult many, many times to continue to give your all when that all is not recognized. But who is it recognized by? Who are you giving your all for? Are you giving your all for you? Are you giving your all for your employer? If you're giving your all for your employer, it's misconstrued. That's not the right way to go. That's not where you want to do. Why? Because no one will ever value the contribution that you make to the level that you believe you've made it. It's simply not going to happen. So you're fooling yourself if you believe that giving your all for your employer is what it is that you want to do. If you're going to give your all, give it all for yourself. That's how you're going to grow. That's how you're going to become everything that you're meant to be, is by putting everything out there. Giving your all means, you know what? I can look in the mirror and say, you know, I gave it everything that I had to give. A friend of mine just ran for public office. He lost. He gave everything that he had to give to that. It created a great deal of anxiety inside of him. He gave his all. That's what it should be. That's what it should be for all of us. As an employer, you also want to do the same thing. Give your all. Give the most that you can give to your employees. I was having a discussion with one of my clients last week, well, 2 weeks ago now, and he was asking about benefits, asking about what types of things he should do. I asked this question. I asked it very simply. I said, do you still pay taxes? He said, yeah, I pay a lot of taxes. I said, well, you could take some of that money and give it back to your team. That might be a better investment for you than giving it to whomever it is that's collecting your taxes. Think about what it is that we have to give and how we can go about giving it. There are many ways to give back to your team, to give back to your employees, to give back to the people who do for you the very best that they have to give. Why not recognize that? Why not give it your very best as an employer? So as we approach the professional experience, we're going to approach it in the sense of desire, map, and destination. The same way we navigate every other experience in life, we want to navigate this experience in life. So when we think about what it is that is our desire, our motivation here, that's the giving your all part. That's the part that I just talked about. Now, what's the map part of this? The map part of this is vision. The vision of what it is you do. Now, again, whether it's you, your organization, what's my vision? My vision right here is having and creating exceptional experiences. That's what I'm all about. Having and creating exceptional experiences in every aspect of life. That is the vision. That's what it's all about. That's what I'm trying to convey. That's what I want other people to receive, because that's where the richness of life truly is in all of these experiences and whatever it is that undergirds those things. I've been helping others create visions for decades. It's not a very simple thing. It is a complex set of dynamics that have to come together in the right way to be able to put out the very thing that is the driving force behind that organization, behind that business. Without that vision, people perish, right? That's what we're told in Proverbs. As we understand vision, vision provides the map. It simply provides the layout of the land. It is the map. It is the why. Then we look at what's the destination. The destination is the mission. The mission is what the organization actually does. It is the what. Now we think about the mission of the organization or the destination of the organization. That can change. That can alter. Some businesses don't do the same things that they always did. GE, in its beginning, did a lot of different things than what GE does today. It's the same with many organizations. They evolve. They use the engine, the infrastructure, everything that they have going, but they produce different products, right? That is the difference up here. The driving force is this piece here, the vision. The motivation is what I bring to it. Now, I think about a principle that undergirds all of this, and that is the principle of trust. I could talk about this for a very long time, and in fact, I have on many occasions talked about this for a very long time. You see, when you begin to put these things together, that's true entrepreneurship. When you begin to really look at these, understand these, and then begin to convey them, that is true leadership. Leadership is the greatest task that can possibly be done within any professional experience. It's also the most difficult. Trust undergirds all of it. I love this quote by Dr. Stephen R. Covey. Trust is the highest form of human motivation. This desire, what we bring into it, what we give to it, is based on trust. When we have trust from the vision, when we have trust from the destination, when we have trust from leaders, everything works well together. Our professional experience becomes everything it's meant to be. If we trust ourselves, do you think Michael Jordan stepped on the court without trusting his ability? No. If we trust ourselves, and we trust those from whom we work, and we trust the why we're doing it, and we trust the destination, it makes all the difference in the professional experience. That's what you want to get to. That's the type of energy, that's the type of life you want to have, right? Navigating the professional experience is really a leadership function. Thank you for joining me on the Primacy Podcast. I do appreciate it. I'll catch you next time.